Okay. Well, welcome everyone. And today we are going to be talking about cutting edge science for better health. And this information could really benefit your life and maybe those that you know. So my name is Dr. Caroline Iskovitz, and I'm a shopping annuity consultant in Florida, but we work in teams, so it's all around the global. So just a disclaimer before we get started, these statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration, and these products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent of any disease. But we are Market America. For those of you who don't know, we're a product brokerage company providing quality goods and services primarily online through a franchise-like system, and we identify the best-in-class science-based products that have a high demand, and we are a 27-year-old global company with an A+ rating at the Better Business Bureau, and we've received an award for trust, integrity, and performance from the Better Business Bureau in 2013 and 2018, and the only company in the region to receive this honor 2 times, which is fantastic. So a little bit before me, I kind of jumped the slides a little bit, but my story is the reason I wanted to present on this product in particular today is because I've really seen a difference in my health, my skin, my energy levels, and I just wanted to be able to share this information with you guys, and we'll get to that product later on, so stay tuned. But we work with excellent suppliers who follow good manufacturing practices and then test for purity and potency before they're inspected by the FDA, all our products, which regulates them. And all of our products are backed by science, and while the ingredients are backed by published clinical study reviews, which is so important, by peers, and our products must pass 2 tiers of QC inspections before shipped to customers, involving a certification of analysis and the inspections both upon recipient in our distribution center, and then later in a third-party lab to ensure the ingredients match the labeling, because it's really important to us as a company. And this is not required to do it, but because of our commitment to selling the highest quality products possible, that's why we do it. And however, these statements in the presentation, like I was mentioning, are not evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. We just wanted to let you guys know that these do not treat, diagnose, or cure any diseases. So with that being said, are you getting the essential vitamins and minerals and fiber that fruits and vegetables provide? I really want you to ask yourself, like on a daily basis, are you having a very colorful meal? Like every meal, do you see different colors of the rainbow essentially on your plate? If you're not, maybe it's something to look at, and you'll learn maybe hopefully a couple things in here. But just 1 out of 10 adults meet the federal fruit or vegetables recommendations. So nearly 80% of adults and 56% of children do not get the recommended amount of fruit and vegetables in their daily routines or their meals. And 7 of the 10 top leading causes of death in the United States are from chronic diseases. So according to the USDA's dietary guidelines, it's recommended that adults eat anywhere from 5 to 13 servings of fruit and vegetables per day, depending on, of course, their age, their gender, physical activity, as well as their overall health. So just something to think about while we're going through this presentation. Are you getting enough? So why is it important to have greens in our daily intake? Well, I'm going to tell you right now. It goes back to green vegetables give you stronger bodies. If you guys remember the cartoon Popeye, so the Popeye, the spinach-loving sailor, actually helped increase America's consumption of leafy green vegetables by 33% when that originally came out, which is crazy, things you learn when you do a little research. But now science is backing the fact that the more greens we eat, the better it is for our muscular strength. And leafy greens and green vegetables also contain plenty of vitamins and minerals, which help the body absorb protein and amino acids. So 1 serving of kale contains more calcium than a serving of milk and more vitamin C than in orange. That is alarming to me, but that's the truth. And with lithium that's found in green vegetables like broccoli, bok choy, asparagus. They make the bones and teeth stronger. And also it just enhances our muscle recovery when our tissue repair. If something's happened to us or we pulled something, that really helps elevate the recovery time. In addition to that, it helps reduce risk of cancer. I'm not saying it cures cancer, but by eating leafy greens, it provides you with antioxidants and phytochemicals, which helps reduce the risk of certain cancers. So what these nutrients that are found in here, they fight free radicals, which and damage caused by toxins within the environment. And if you think about it, just the things we're exposed to on a daily basis. And therefore, by adding green vegetables to your daily diet, it's definitely going to improve your long-term health and lower many risks of any diseases that we might come across. In addition to that, they make you look good. So the fiber, the vitamins, the minerals, all are found in these green vegetables that we're eating, and it provides with the nourishment for our hair, our skin that we need, and it gives them this natural glow. So maybe you can tell some of your friends that maybe are eating a lot of vegetables and maybe need a little bit more because it's just this natural glow to them. And it's having regular consumption of green vegetables. It can reduce the effects of just the environmental pollution or pollutants that accelerate our aging as well. And also green vegetables actually contain vitamin C and a collagen that's building antioxidant, which fights wrinkles, gray hair, any kind of aging. So maybe if you're getting a little bit older, just adding a little bit more greens. I know I have been. But also greens fight just acne, any other skin disease conditions as well, while strengthening our hair and reducing like hair fallout. So if you notice your hair might be getting a little thinner, maybe it's upping your dose of greens that you're taking on a daily basis. And then also it gives you great energy. So with regular consumption of green vegetables, you can actually not only having low cholesterol, but it improves your vision, better bone and bowel health. The fiber that's in the greens, it eliminates like a pile of toxins or waste that prevent like constipation. Maybe. So maybe if you're feeling your stomach's needing a little bit more, maybe adding more greens. But being able to get your greens on a daily, day-to-day task, or daily, it's daily essentially. But with that, you're also wanting to prevent age-related memory loss, and it also improves cognitive and brain functioning, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But in addition to that, it also aids in weight management. So greens increase your idea of being able to be full longer because your body is absorbing it. I'm not sure if you guys have ever seen those pictures or diagrams of two individuals, one that's filled with veggies and healthy plant-based foods versus maybe like a lot of junk food or things that aren't so good for us. But you'll see that the greens fill you up faster versus something that's not as healthy for you. But also it just helps you control your hunger pains and weight management as well, which we've been talking about the last couple product spotlights. And green veggies just help your body absorb nutrients and essentially fatty acids to improve your organ functioning and enhances your metabolism, which is great. Who doesn't want that? And it automatically helps the body burn more fat effectively and manages our weight or maintains our weight. So what are the benefits of our bodies gain when we have enough greens in our daily intake? We kind of talked about some of them. I'm going to go in a little bit more detail of them, a little more of the science. But the first one is to support ultimate brain function. Our brains are so important. And you'll see sometimes as people age, like their bodies might not be able to keep up, but their brains are so sharp. And maybe it has to do with them taking greens. But a recent study published in Neurology found that most leafy greens each day had slower rates of cognitive decline compared to those that ate the least. So in fact, the people that were eating more greens had memory equivalent of someone 11 years younger. That's significant. And then being able to adjust to other factors such as lifestyle, the education of what you're eating and consuming and doing, and just your overall health. And the next one I want to talk about is fight belly fat or So if you're struggling and you're feeling like you're bloated a lot, it might be because of diet or hormones, gut infections, because gut health is a huge part of this, also digestive issues that you might have. And the secret ingredient is just leafy greens sometimes. It could really help because they have potassium, which is a mineral, and it's found in abundance of greens, and it's essential, obviously, to just keep your ultimate flow of balance in your body. And a diet in high sodium is often based off of having too much processed foods. So you just want to limit that because it can trigger or worsen your bloating if you're having that or experiencing that. In addition to that, just a single cup of cooked spinach contains about 840 milligrams of potassium just to get you on your way, because your daily requirement's about 4,700 milligrams per day based off of the USDA's guidelines for 2015 to 2020. So it's just something to look at. The next one is just make your skin glow, which we talked about, and it's actually associated, and I wanted to mention this because I found it really fascinating when I found it in an article, but the beta-carotene, it's a plant pigment that we normally associate with carrots or any other yellow or orange veggies that are hidden in leafy greens. And so if you think right now, because it's fall, and I don't know if the leaves are changing yet where you guys are, we don't experience that here in Florida. But when the leaves change, you're able to, you're seeing the changing of the leaves, and that has to do with they're losing chlorophyll, which is a pigment that makes them green. And you can see the red and the orange and the yellow pigments of those leaves that contain underneath. And these vibrant colors are actually responsible for the amazing health benefits of leafy greens, which the beta-carotene can give your skin like a youthful glow, and even works from the inside out. And that's what when you're putting something inside your body, it's going to affect you on the outside. And it's kind of like a natural sunscreen, and it's protecting your skin from harmful UV rays, things along those lines. And kale is actually one of the top sources of beta-carotene, and the research shows when you cook it, and the juiciness and the hydration of the greens, it helps your body just digest it better. The next one is relieving stress. I mean, how many of us are stressed on a day-to-day basis, whether it's sitting in traffic, whether it's just having to deal with different situations that come up at work or with family, friends, whatever it may be. But a natural way to relieve your stress is actually starting with a big green smoothie. I've actually been doing this the last couple of days. I've noticed a huge difference in my mood because there's been a lot of stress. So it's just something to look at, like if you're able to reduce that stress level by just adding more greens into your day. And the next one, support your bone health. So you can get plenty of calcium, and we talked about that earlier, but supporting your ultimate health from the dark leafy greens, not more like the lighter greens, but when you see the darker ones, those tend to be better. And such as like broccoli and kale, like we mentioned, have a lot of vitamin K as well. And also it just supports healthy aging. I mean, who doesn't want to stay young forever? I know I do. But the next one is to improve your inflammatory response. So this is kind of like a no-brainer, but I want to re-emphasize it because how important it is. Our bodies have a lot of inflammation sometimes in it. And in order to support a healthy inflammation response, we have OPC Theory, which I'll talk about, but in order to protect yourself from a battery of chronic illnesses, the leafy greens they cause antioxidants and polyphenols and the disease-fighting compounds that are found in plant-based food. So another one is just help balance sugars. So sometimes maybe somebody who is diabetic or just has their insulin levels shift a lot if they're even not diabetic or pre-diabetic. But eating a serving of leafy greens with every meal can support blood glucose levels as well. And just even eating a little extra or one extra serving can make all the difference for somebody. And then you want to be able to support your ultimate gut health, because that is like our second brain. That's how I feel. But maybe you struggle with leaky gut or food sensitivities or autoimmune system issues. So if you know somebody who's dealing with these situations, something to really help them with is just getting more greens in their diet to help them feel better. And it also helps with the leaky gut. And recently it was discovered that there's a gene called TLDS, and it gets switched on when certain veggies are, like such as Brussels sprouts or broccoli, instruct the precursor cells in your intestinal lining to produce, it's called innate lymphocells. I'm probably not saying that accurately, but so it helps just the intolerances that are happening within your cells, and it supports a healthy immune system in order for you to have that healthy response to the inflammation that's happening maybe within your body. And it seals the leaks in your gut, which is very powerful. And they also protect your body from the bad bacteria, while the fiber in the greens actually feed the good bacteria, making the leafy greens all around great choices for anyone dealing with anything within the stomach or there's distress of any kind. And a couple more with this slide, but taming the toxins. So greens are expert detoxifiers. Thanks to the chlorophyllin, I'm not sure if I'm saying that accurately, but it's basically the pigment that makes things green, like we talked about earlier. And with foods like spirulina, coralline, parsley, alpha, they all bind this heavy metals and toxins in our bodies and carry them out of the body. So it's like a kind of like warriors coming in and like saving the day within your body to push those out to make sure that your body is good to go. And with that, it also helps cleanse your liver and to support your body's natural ability to detox and support your immune function and collecting the body so you can be in the best shape inside of you. Maybe it doesn't look like on the outside, but the inside is really taking care of you. So with that being said, you want to boost your digestive enzymes as well. And there is a saying like you are what you eat. Well, you're not really what you eat if you're not digesting and absorbing it. So that's the other aspect too, because it's not going into your body. And digestive enzymes are critical to breaking down and absorbing the nutrients of our food. So if you're deficient in these enzymes, you're going to have issues within your stomach, and that's including, like we were talking about, constipation, bloating, nutrient deficiencies. And leaky gut is one of the biggest ones, culprits, I guess you could say, of enzymes that there's deficiencies within, as well as the inflammation with food sensitivities, chronic stress, genetics, aging, all of these things. Like, so who do you know that really needs to add some greens into their lives? And of course, like the raw leafy greens, and I keep saying it because I just want to drill it in and how important it is, because they're the best foods to support our bodies naturally to produce the digestive enzymes. So the last one, promise, is to support your immune system. So one of the most promising benefits of greens is being able to support that immune system so you can get going. You don't get sick as often. The greens are able to support just a healthy response to the oxidants that are damaged within, and studies specifically focus on the benefits of vegetables such as broccoli, arugula, and kale. Like those are like one of the three main ones that are going to really support your immune system. So I've talked about a bunch of them, but here's some that I didn't mention. So maybe it's just adding a little bit more of these. Maybe you don't have any of these in your diet now. Like I highly suggest adding this into your diet. Whether it's you throw it in a smoothie or you have it cooked raw, whatever you like, or maybe, put some like seasoning on it, make it tasty, but not like loading it up on butter, those things. Helpful hints. So these are 8 superfoods that have really impacted my life and others in my life. But these are all, I'm saying organic, and I'll get to why I'm saying that, but spirulina, wheatgrass, barley grass, alpha grass, chlorella, broccoli powder, spinach powder, and cabbage powder. And I just want to briefly touch on each one of them, just so if you have never heard of them or you're like, what is this? At least you'll have some little background of it. So the spirulina is basically this blue-green cyanide bacteria. I believe I'm saying that right. That is featured. It's a wide range of nutrients, but it's also a huge source of phytonutrients. I'm saying that wrong, but basically what it is, it's a plant-produced chemical that promotes healthy promoting qualities. So it contains the unique blue pigment that's usually found in like blue or green algae that helps promote overall health. So that's spirulina. The next one, wheatgrass, essentially helps people consume any processed foods. So this is really important because our bodies don't always digest while we're eating, especially if you eat really fast. It's like having a hard time maybe breaking down while you're eating, depending on what you're eating. But it just really supports that digestive system and being able to support our healthy pH balance within our body. That's really important. The next one, barley grass, it contains just being able overall health and supporting your digestive, detoxifying systems as well, and increasing your energy. So it's going to give you a little boost in your day, pep in your step. The next one, alpha grass. You're generally, like with alpha, it provides in your immune system to just increase your energy levels, overall health, and it has this neutralizing effect of the body, like within the intestinal tract, so like all around your digestive system and inside of the tract, essentially. And then chlorella, that is a green algae actually found in still water. Very hard to come by, the purity of it, but it just helps with your immune system and healthy detoxification. You're probably seeing a theme here. But all of these are really powerful ingredients. And then broccoli powder, it's just helping support, maintain the body's health. The spinach powder, it's giving you just the adequate amount of the whole plant. So instead of because I know I did not like eating broccoli, like when I was little, like my mom would say, you need to eat your broccoli, and I didn't want to, but now I like it. But a lot of times, like kids or young adults don't really like broccoli. This is a great way to get like the support that you need. And then spinach powder, just again, supporting your health, and cabbage powder. I don't really like cabbage. I don't know about you guys, depending on how it's cooked. If you do, great. Maybe you have a great recipe for me, but being able to just promote your ultimate health. So those are the 8 superfoods. So are you getting all these 8 superfoods in your daily intake, and are they organic? Ask yourself that, because I would love to know too. So I want to introduce you to the best in class green supplement, which is our Isotonic Complete Greens. And I absolutely love this product, but I'm not going to talk about why I love it. I'm going to tell you other testimonials as well. But before I get into the testimonials, I want to talk about the benefits. I've talked a lot about the different types of benefits that greens have in general, just what we get from what we're consuming and eating, cooking. But something that's quick and easy for busy people on the go. You don't always have time to just sit down and like chop up a bunch of vegetables or make a big salad. Sometimes time is really limited. So with the Isotonic greens, it is the only complete greens on the market that, 1, is organic, and 2, that is in isotonic form, meaning your body doesn't have to break it down, digest it. It goes right into your bloodstream within 5 to 10 minutes because of the power of the powder when you mix it with water and you drink it. And normally how you do that is just 2 little scoops and 6 of the complete greens and 6 ounces of water, and you drink it. I had one earlier, so I feel very energized right now. So it's all organic. Just like we've been talking about, a healthy digestive tract. It just makes you feel better too. Like I've noticed my skin has shifted a little bit more. I haven't gotten sick and I don't know how long. And it also just helps aid the body with plant sources like nutrients that we need, especially on plant-based in general. I don't eat meat, so this is great for somebody you know that might be a vegetarian or doesn't eat a lot of meat. This just gives you a little bit more of the nutrients that you might be missing. So it is, I just want to talk about the price. It's $49, but it is gluten-free. It's vegetarian. It's all organic. And it's in isotonic form, and it's the only one on the market. So if maybe somebody you know that somebody's on this call, you can see the person who directed you to this webinar to ask them where to find it, because it is absolutely one of my favorite products. But per dose, if you calculate it, because $49 seems like a lot, but whatever other things that are on the market that are not organic are anywhere from $60 to $77 from what I've seen. But per glass that you would have, it's about $3.26, which if you think about it, when you go to like Whole Foods or a health food store, you're getting a green juice that might not even have any of these 8 superfoods in it and organic. The price point, pretty reasonable and comparable. So before I get into these reviews, I wanted to have Nikki tell about her testimonial with Isotonic Complete Greens, because I just loved her story and I feel like she should really share it with everybody on here as well. So Nikki, when you're ready, if you don't mind sharing.
So I didn't set out to have Isotonic greens or the other product that we're going to talk about tonight, Complete Greens powder every day, but just to have them when I didn't eat enough vegetables. Like, since I basically follow the TLDS lifestyle that has a lot of vegetables in it, the goal is to have at least 6 servings of vegetables every day. And I don't always do that. And then when I fall short, Isotonic greens or the Complete Greens with powder, which Caroline will also talk about, are my go-to, because then I feel like I've made up for what I didn't eat. And eating them, taking them on either of them, taking them on a fairly regular basis, I feel more energized, but at the same time calmer and more grounded, and kind of less jumpy, less twitchy. So it's all those things that Caroline was saying, all those different areas, and the sum total, I feel just better, more centered, better fueled. So kind of like I'm taking high test, not like revved up, but energetic yet calm, which is a really nice way to feel. And I also haven't been getting sick at all. So I highly recommend taking them when you don't eat enough vegetables, and maybe even when you do, because it's hard to eat the 6 to 12 servings a day that I'm shooting for with TLDS lifestyle. Oh, and also, I think the way I figured the price, because it's 30 servings for $49, so it's less than $2 a serving, which if you're buying asparagus or organic spinach or something else, for an organic vegetable, serving of vegetables or replacement, supplement, that's pretty good.
Thank you.
Yeah, compared with other greens that I've tried or priced.
That's a great point. I forgot to mention that, because it's based off of the serving size. It's 2 scoops, but like Nikki was saying, if you want to just do 1 scoop, it's more for your buck, I guess you could say. But also, that was just Nikki's testimonial, which was fantastic. So I appreciate you taking the time to share that. These are some others that I got right from the website on isotonic.com. The first one, Isotonic Complete Greens, and the reason there's an R there is because it is patented. I know we talked about that in previous webinars as well. These were the only ones that have it in this format or formula. So the first one is, where have you been all my life? Well, now you're here now, and I'm not letting you go. I know I don't eat properly. Sometimes I don't make the time. However, in my life, I'm covered. With you in my life, I'm covered. Thank you. So that's the first one. Powerful. I'm like, yes, where have you been? The next one is mind blown at this awesome product. I don't always get the chance to eat fresh greens daily. The fact that these Complete Greens are an Isotonic product blows my mind. I'm getting my daily greens, and it's absorbing into my bloodstream in the matter of minutes, as with my other Isotonic products that we do. I couldn't be happier about this product. It's crazy. It's all really good reviews. Some other ones, more energy and brighter complexion, just what we were talking about. I love Isotonic Complete Greens. I can feel the difference in my digestion and energy, and for that alone, we'll definitely keep using this product. But I can see it in my face and skin, a big difference in a brighter, healthier complexion. A lot of people have commented on how healthy I look since I started using Complete Greens. I would just do it for that. Complete Greens, the next one. I don't need enough greens in my diet, so I decided to try this. Was afraid it would taste terrible, but it was actually not bad at all. Happy with this purchase. Then just a few more short ones. Excellent new product. I can feel the product as soon as I drink it. Amazing. My digestion improved and energy levels went up, and it tastes amazing. Love it. Love these Complete Greens. Very short and sweet. The last one, more energy. As soon as I started using the Isotonic Greens, I used double doses, and immediately the next morning I felt more alert, more energetic, and I also underestimated the taste. Tastes wonderful. Thank you. Pretty powerful stuff. So with those testimonials, I did want to bring to your attention there, we do have another complete greens. It's actually in another powder form, but it is not organic, and it's not in isotonic form as well. So I'm going to get into that. And it looks a little bit different. It's part of our 7-day detox as well, but with the complete greens, this one in particular, it's still a great source of fiber. It helps what we've been talking about, your healthy digestive system. It helps individuals just get that well-rounded nutrient, like Nikki was saying, she doesn't always have time to get all the vegetables she needs. The 6 servings is still a lot, but being able to up the dose, and as well as just promoting cleansing of the body, making sure that your body is getting rid of things that are not supposed to be there, and improving your mood, you're boosting your energy, and just promotes health in your heart, your liver, digestive tract, and your overall immune system. So for this complete greens, it's $45.50. So it's about, I believe it's like 75 cents, if my math is right on this one, 75, but you get a little cash back. It's vegetarian, so people that are vegetarian can take this. And it's also powder form, so if you're interested in getting this, reach out to the person who brought you here today. But it really is just a great product. I've only had it a few times, but the taste is just a little bit different, but you're still getting the nutrients. It's just not organic. So moving on. There are other ways to maintain a healthy lifestyle, which I'll talk about, but I mean, as I've emphasized, the greens are really important. But we also have the daily essential packets, and this is something that has been a lifesaver for me when I'm traveling or just running out the door. So for those busy people out there, it's really helpful. And what's in here, there's 4 main ingredients within the product, and we have OPC Theory, which I was mentioning earlier, which helps fight the inflammation, essentially, which is the root cause of most diseases. But it also has active B complex, which I know we've talked about previously on other calls, which is help with energy, a multivitamin. I mean, how many doctors have you gone to where they're like, oh yeah, take a multivitamin? So this has it in there. And calcium plus. So if you're not getting enough calcium, this is a great way if you're not eating your greens. Being able to have this in addition to, because at the end of the day, I mean, greens are great, but you also want to have something that's supplementing the nutrition that we're not maybe getting on a daily basis from our foods, because it has shifted, like I've mentioned. I did want to mention one more thing too. Another way to just promote our healthy lifestyle and living our best lives and being our best selves is the TLDS weight loss solution. I know we've talked about it the last 3 webinars, but I wanted to bring it to your attention because I do feel that it is such an imperative program for so many people, my dad included, has been on it. But it's customizable and it's science-based program based off of your body. It's not just one size fits all. It's what fits Nikki, what fits Trista, what fits Caroline, whatever it may be, and being able to really go with that is really important just in our daily lives, and having something that works for us, that's personalized just for us, I think is something that I've never seen before out there, because we just want to support our health and our overall wellness. So who do you know that could benefit from these powerful products? These products are amazing and they're worth every penny. They might seem like, I mean, they're amazing, but if you were interested in finding out how to qualify to receive your products at 20 to 30% discount, if you would like to know how to get these products at wholesale, we're currently interviewing prospective consultants to add to our team, and you can have a powerful impact on your health and well-being of the people in your community. And ask the person who invited you to this webinar for more information, and we'll set a time to chat. If you're not interested in this opportunity, no, that's okay. But we know any people that you do know who would benefit from these products, we would love the referral. Improve just being able to, with the people that you know and the people you love the most. So each week we do educate you on powerful ingredients that can support your health from the inside out. Topics of different kinds are going to be discussed and will continue to be discussed about our health and nutrition, our skincare, our weight loss, cosmetics, and more. So I appreciate you taking the time to tune in with me today. If you have questions, please reach out to the individual that asked you to come here or invited you to this webinar. And we will be back next Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will see you guys then. Have a great rest of your night or day.